Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Welcome back to Brunching with Ashley Key. Y'all know these authors got me on fire today because all this back to back, I'm just so excited though. The back to back is worth it because I'm so excited to hear what they have to say and share with you all. These are women. They are actually stepping into their greatness. They decided that they was going to step out and tell their stories and make a difference in someone else's life and also heal themselves. So I'm just so excited for this Babes in Boots book tour. Yeah, we got a whole tour. Created for Greatness Babes in Boots book tour. We got some amazing ladies that's on the lineup. So I have the amazing Ashlei White. It's a Ashley takeover, okay? Ashley Key is interviewing Ashlei White. So it's Ashley's takeover. So it's gonna be amazing. So if y'all, when I bring this young lady on, y'all gonna love her. She's such a doll. She's from Georgia, so she's a Georgia peach. You know, she ain't playing no games. She got entrepreneur all in her bones. So she is going to give y'all some gems today. So Ashlei White is a mom. She's a corporate professional. She's an author, a certified life coach, a serial entrepreneur, and like I said, she's a Stone Mountain, Georgia native. She grew up passionate about helping others in any way she could. Building relationships always came naturally to her, as she has never met a stranger. Ashley is a proud historically Black college and university, HBCU. Okay, girl, HBCU in the house. I know we got some HBCUs out there. She is a HBCU graduate from the great Bethune-Cookman University. Girl, is that college over there by Daytona Beach? I'm gonna have to ask her. It's over there by Daytona. I remember when I was on a nursing assignment and they kept on we went to this wing place. Oh my God. And they said, I think it was from them, like the Bethune College. So they made some really good wings, the cooks. But Ashley has her bachelor's in psychology and her master's in transformative leadership. Ashley is also a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. I know we got some Thetas out there. I always be hearing Alexis. What Alexis at? Alexis always be talking about Delta. So yeah, Ashley is a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta. Most recently, Ashley has joined the best hood of them all, the best hood, which is motherhood. We all could vouch for that. I actually love being a mother. I got my two sons. They bring the best out of me. They my everything. They who I live for. I push for. I just go hard for. So I love motherhood. Motherhood is the best hood that you could be in. Okay. So she now juggles building her family as she is building her career. Ashley got a lot of stuff going on, y'all. I'm gonna let her come in and tell y'all more about herself. But Ashley got a boutique travel agency. Ashley got Ashley's Adventures, which is called Ashley Adventures. She got the Boss Mind Movement. She just had a powerful summit in Atlanta, Georgia. She has some amazing people on her lineup. She is amazing. She do these networking mixes. Y'all, she is the queen of networking. I love her. She's so sweet and she's always ready to just step out on faith. And she also have her own honey hair company, hair extension, Atlanta retail store. Ashley believes her purpose is to be impactful as a leader and motivate others to succeed in life. So we're gonna go into commercial, but when we get back, I want y'all to give a round of applause. Y'all, she got me so excited, okay? Because I'm like, this little girl is doing things. I say, little girl. She looks like she about 20, but she grown. But she looking good over there, okay? But she is doing some amazing things, and I'm so proud to be connected to her. When I had my first event in Atlanta, when I stepped out on faith, me and Ashley connected. Ashley did not know me from nothing, but she believed in my vision and she was a part of it. She was like, hey, I want to be a speaker. I want to be a part of it. And I love that. She didn't know who I was or what I was doing, but she just really wanted to be in a room with women that's successful. And that's how I really connected with Ashley, because that's how I am. I don't be knowing. I just like when I see women doing stuff, I want to be in that room. I want to connect. I want to collaborate. I want to grow. I want to dominate. And that's what Ashley do. And I love that about her. I see her always engaging in network and collaborate with different women. And that's why she's so successful. And that's why I know she is going for her. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and then I want to bring Ashlei White on to the stage. Hey, Ashley. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I about to say, girl, you pulling one of my numbers. I was talking. I was so excited earlier, girl. I was introducing Jamaica, and people was like, I can't hear you. Shoot, I heard myself, but I didn't know
Right.
they couldn't hear me. I'm over here thinking y'all can hear me because I'm talking. But girl, welcome to Brunching with Ashlei Key. I'm excited to have you. Okay,
I'm
and I
happy to
am
be here.
I know. So just like I told Jamaica, I am so excited to have you a part of Creative for Greatness, Babes and Boots edition. This is a powerful book project where we have women just overcoming obstacles and stepping into their greatness. And I'm glad when you say yes, you want to be a part of it. You was like, hey, you always ready to just connect with women. So that's what I love that about you, because it like what me and Letitia was just talking about that. Like the community is the new currency. You know what I'm saying? So when you continue to get yourself in rooms and around women that's just really doing it, you see yourself elevating. And I love that about you because, baby, you glowing. I seen that event. Congratulations on a successful second annual Boss Mom Movement Conference.
Thank
That was
you.
amazing. So tell everybody a little about yourself.
Yes. So for starters, thank you so much for having me. Be a part of the book project, the tour, everything. I'm just happy to be a part. Definitely love connecting with other like-minded women. So thank you so much. But like Ashley said earlier, I'm Ashlei White. I'm a corporate professional, new mom. I'm the founder, CEO of the Boss Mom Movement, got a travel agency, and I manage a hair store here in Atlanta as well. So I am busy, 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 but and a new author, right? Gotta mention that. So, but that's pretty much me. And like you said, HBCU graduate. Yes, Bethune-Cookman is in Daytona Beach, and you probably had Bethune Grill, which is some of the best wings I've ever had in life. So if y'all ever in Daytona, definitely check Bethune Grill out, and you want to get the honey wings.
Yes.
And a member
Yes.
of I knew exactly what she was talking about when you said that. I'm like, yep, Bethune Grill.
Girl, I believe that's why I gained all that weight. I was telling that girl where we going to. I couldn't think of the name, but that's what it was. Bethune Grill in Daytona Beach. They do have the best wings. And then it's like, it'd be like the little spots in the little areas. You go up there and you be like, they the ones that be having the good food. And I'm looking around. Yeah, I'm looking around and stuff. I don't know where I'm at, but baby, I'm about to wait out here and get these wings. Girl, them wings be so good. I love it. I love it. So yes, in this hair, y'all, when I went to your event, when I went to your networking mixer in Atlanta in December, I didn't even know you had hair and you did that. But Ashley got
Yes.
some good hair, y'all. She have really good hair products and stuff. So I'm proud of you, girl. You are young, you are doing it, and you are looking good doing it. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
So, my first question for you, since you have the boss mom movement, I want to ask this question. How did you balance being a mother, running your business, being a wife, and writing your story at the same time? A lot is required from a mother, like cooking, cleaning. They want us to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Mama. Like my son still calling me, Mama, can you fill this out? Mama, can you? And I'm like, oh my God, when is my job? Y'all 17 and 19. When is my job gonna ever stop? Like I'm over here still feel like I'm running around. So I just want you to share with the audience, and especially, being a wife, you gotta do everything. You gotta pick the kids up, you gotta dress the kids. I want you to share your story on, and look, we can hear the man back there.
All
So
right.
share your story on how did you balance all of that and still get your story out. Because I know a lot of women, like Jamaica said earlier, sometimes we got all these excuses. I can't do this. I can't write no chapter. I can't do this. I can't write my story. I can't do this. I can't start this business. But how did you do it, balancing everything that you are currently doing? Because you're doing a lot.
Yeah. So I'm not a wife yet, but
Well, baby, you look like it. You glowing over there.
yeah, but no, me and my child's father, we are together. So still juggling, relationship, motherhood, and everything else. It's been a lot, but I would say the main thing is support, and setting boundaries, and not afraid to ask for help, because a lot of times, especially as like Black women, Black moms, we feel like we can do what we can do. We can do it, but pile too much on ourselves, and get overwhelmed. It's not healthy. So that was a learning process for me, because I don't really like to ask for help. I do try to do things on my own, but I wouldn't have made it without, asking people for help, whether it was, with my child's father, my boyfriend. It's the same person. I know I said that like it ain't, but
I'm about to say, girl, hold on. No, I'm
no,
messing.
same person. My parents and close friends and family members, that are, able to help in any way, shape, or form, whether it's, helping with my son or just other things, like running a business. I had to bring my mom in the travel business, and my cousin, because there was no way I was going to be able to continue doing it as a solo, agent. And even at the hair store, there's employees that's working, the day-to-day operations, and I'm just pretty much overseeing and doing their schedule. So that takes a lot of, pressure off, that I'm not having to do a lot of the hands-on activities. So I can focus on the 9 to 5, because that I can't ask nobody for help. I mean, outside of my coworkers, but my job responsibilities there, like I have to do that. So I would definitely say just leaning on others for sure is the way I went.
And that is so powerful because, like you said, as women, and I know me, like I had just posted there, like being like an alpha female. I know me, I have a hard time with delegating. I have a
Mm-hmm.
hard time with asking for help. I'm trying to balance everything at one time, and sometimes it do get overwhelming, and sometimes you would neglect something. But like you said, if you have the right women in your circle and your tribe that you could, like like the thing that I had us all do, have an accountability partner. If
Yeah.
you have, you might have your friends and stuff as your accountability partners, but they come in very handy. They come in, they push you, they like have a list and say, hey, did you work on this? Did you do this? So really
Mm-hmm.
just having an accountability partner is very key also into being successful in everything you do. So I love that. Asking for help, just involving everyone else. We can't do it. We ain't superwoman, even though
Right.
we feel like it at times that we are superwoman, but we gotta
Mm-hmm.
let people help. Like you say, you incorporated your mom. Girl, I hope she watching. I've been telling my mom, I say, Mama, you need to quit your job and you need to just come on with me. She's like, girl, I can't work for you. I can't work for you. I said, when she can't,
Listen.
because she get in her feelings, she get emotional and stuff. But I've been telling her, Mama, you gonna quit your job one day and you about to get on this road with me and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I can't do you.
Listen, I got lucky because my mom, she recently retired, so I was like, okay, well, you want something to do. She was helping me out, because she was like, well, you ain't gonna stop being a travel agent, because we ain't gonna leave no money on the table. That's an extra
Okay.
source of income. So what you need me to do? So I'm like, okay, cool, because I was honestly ready to throw the towel in with the travel and just be done with it, but Mama came through and saved the day.
Okay. Well, mama, if you listening, girl, you gonna come through, okay? Because we got work to do. I can't keep leaving no money on the table, girl. I'm trying to take her, and she'll just like, what you need me to do? Like, she'll run around and do the errands and stuff, but she was just like, she say I'm too bossy or something. And then and I don't know. And I was like, Mama, if it is, I'm trying to help you, okay? Like,
Right.
I'm not trying to. She know my personality. My sister, she just deal with me. She zone me out and stuff. So I love it though with the family, like you said, you brought your mom, you brought your cousin, and stuff like that. I just
Mm-hmm.
love incorporating our family because, like I said earlier, we was talking about it's all about building a legacy. And if God
Mm-hmm.
could use us to be the revenue, and we just all grow together, the whole family just win together,
Right.
girl, we'll be unstoppable. So I love how
Exactly.
you. Mhm.
No, I said exactly for sure.
Yeah, so I love that how you brought your mom in to help with that and brought your cousin in and stuff like that. That's what it's all about, like just connecting and collaborating with each other, pushing each other, motivating each other, empowering each other, and just elevating with each other. So I love that, girl. I'm excited for you. So my next question is, what was the most difficult part of you writing your story? Like what did you have the most difficult part? Like you've been having this story, you knew you had a story, but what was the most difficult part in putting it all down on paper?
I think for me it was acceptance. A lot of times, in the back of your mind, something has been like bothering you, or you knew it was true. You just didn't really necessarily want to admit it. And a lot of times we think about stuff in our head, but it's a difference when you say it out loud or you write it down, you know? And so for me, my chapter is about, building self-confidence, which is something that I struggled with really until like recently, from appearance and just abilities. And so just being able to put it down on paper and just, look at my growth and how I feel about myself now definitely makes me proud of the journey. But I would probably just say like more so acceptance and just actually writing it down and knowing that other people are going to read it, because I don't think I've necessarily talked about it with, all of my friends and family. So, some of them might say, oh, I know we're feeling like this. But yeah, just being able to say it out loud.
I really love that about the acceptance because my sister, when she shared all the time, I remember I was telling her, I was like, girl, you gonna be in my first book, you got a story. And she was just like, she didn't have a story or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But then she ended up being up all night and realized that it was the acceptance that she really did have a story. And now, girl, she just writing books. I was like, oh, you an author now, huh? But first, but what I'm saying is, it's the acceptance, like you're saying, because sometimes we don't even know that we have a story or that we are even dealing with the things that we're dealing with. Because sometimes I know me, like we said, we try to be superwoman. I will just go every day just dealing with stuff, not even knowing that I'm probably is dealing with some type of anxiety, or I probably be like overwhelmed or depressed or agitated because of life. Life's gonna do it to you. But as you just
Mm-hmm.
keep going on and on, you kind of just numb that stuff and you just keep doing you. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how women are until you really sit down and start writing your story. And you was like, oh my God, I can't believe I let this situation keep me back from really walking into my greatness. It could have been your
Exactly.
past. It could have been somebody betrayed you. It could have been trauma. It could have been failure that you felt like you wasn't good enough, but you probably felt like it wasn't a problem until you really start writing the paper and say, I could have been further. I could have been further, but this really was affecting my life. And so the acceptance, I really feel like that is something big and key to a lot of people that prevents them from really writing their story. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're jotting it down and then I know, did you cry while you was writing the story?
I don't think I cried, but it was definitely like, okay, this is real, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
I
but
I know
yeah.
some ladies cried while they was writing their story because it's like it was healing. As they was
Mm-hmm.
writing, they were internally being healed from past trauma, from past grief, from past, failure, betrayal. They were internally being healed. And the crying was not just like a sympathy, but it was tears of joy and stuff
Yeah.
that, hey, I'm accomplishing this. I'm doing this. I'm an author. Nah, it's not
Mm-hmm.
just say I'm an author, but now I'm about to help somebody else.
Right.
Somebody else about to be healed. So I love it that like I said, that you was willing to do it. You were willing
Yeah.
to say, just like in Atlanta, like I said earlier, you didn't know me, but you was willing to say, hey, I want to be a part of this event. I want to be a part of this organization. You was a part of the book. Now you're gonna be again in Houston. Girl,
Yeah.
you rock. I love you. Thank you so much, Ashley, for supporting me. Like I told you, you remind me of me. Sade coming on too. I told Sade she remind me of me also. But no, because y'all so young, y'all like my little sisters, okay? But I just love what y'all are doing. Like y'all are really dominating. Y'all stepping out on faith. Y'all don't understand it, but you're doing it. You're saying, hey, I need to get in this room. For you to have your second annual Boss Mind movement, that's major, girl. Major to
Yeah,
say, hey, it takes a lot to put on an event, and people don't even understand that. It's not like easy as 1, 2, and 3. It takes a lot to put on an event, you know?
absolutely. Hmm.
So I
Yes.
applaud you for even doing that event.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, girl, yes. My next question is, why? Okay, you said about the acceptance, but why did you sit on your story for so long? Like, why did you decide to just sit on your story?
Well, honestly, I'd probably say I was a lot like your sister. Like, I didn't feel like I necessarily had a story. I felt like a story had to be something traumatic, you know. Um, and I just didn't feel like confidence was anything traumatic that somebody would be like, okay, you know, that's cool, you know, but it just never occurred to me that okay, this may help somebody, or that it was like worth talking about, I would say. But I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with like the confidence too, because with when you don't have confidence in yourself, you second guess a lot of things.
Mm.
So you feel like you're not good enough, or that it's not going to be impactful, or it's not going to matter to someone else. But truly, there's a lot of people that struggle with lack or struggle with having confidence. So I was just like, you know what? This is opportunity for me to share and hopefully impact the next woman or young girl, because I talked about my confidence and how it really started when I was young and how it grew, you know, just over time into adulthood. So, you know, my story could help a teenage or preteen girl, because of some of the stuff that I talked about. So I just felt like it was time, but for the longest, it was more so like, you ain't never went through nothing like, you know, traumatic that you need to share that's going to be worth sharing.
Well, baby, that one right there is big because a lot of people, like you say, deal with confidence. They feel like you say, they feel like they're not good enough, or they feel like if they do try, they're going to fail, or they feel like they don't have the support. That is a big one right there when you feel like you don't have the support. But when you do have confidence, baby, not having the support don't mean nothing. Bye. I'm doing it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Yep.
what you're writing really could help somebody because I know they got somebody out there that's saying, hey, I'm ready to write my story. I'm ready to start this business. I'm ready to launch this event. I'm ready to just travel the world. I'm ready to connect or whatever, but they might be lacking confidence. And just
Mm-hmm.
by reading your story could really help somebody to say, hey, greater is that is in he is greater in me. Okay. God said he created us. So if he created us,
Exactly.
I got the potential to do anything I set my heart to do. So that
Mm-hmm.
one is big. And like you said, we would think that that one is not big confidence. But confidence, I feel like confidence is the key to success. Like really having confidence in yourself, even when nobody else don't have it in you. You know,
Exactly.
and I love that, girl. I love that. So I'm excited, girl. I'm excited for everyone to read your story, especially somebody who have been lacking confidence, who have been lacking, just really stepping into their greatness because they feel like they
Mm-hmm.
don't have the support and stuff. So I love it. So your title, I love your title. Tell everybody about your title and how did you come up with the title for your story?
Um, so I didn't want to be cliche and use the word confident. So I was really just like, you know, looking for synonyms um that kind of had like I guess some edge to it. Like will make, you know, entice somebody to like read it. Like, okay, a woman with poise, like what is that? What's she about to talk about? You know? Um, and then I went back and forth with like three titles, but that one just really kept sticking out. And then I was like asking people like, oh, what you think, you know, about these three titles without telling them which one I was leaning towards before they could answer. And that one was being selected. Whew, for all my mamas out there. And that one was being selected. It was that and another one. I can't remember the other one. But yeah, that's pretty much like just looking for synonyms. And I was like, okay, poise. That's a cute word. Like, out of the list of words that came up, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like that one. We're going to go with that. And then it's just like, now I'm this confident woman, gone from girl to woman. And so, yeah, it just went together.
And you really can fool me, baby. You don't look like you had trouble with confidence. I'm over here seeing you just dominating and doing everything that you're supposed to do, girl. You just stepping out. Like
Yeah.
you got your own podcast. You got your own podcast. You doing events. You doing big things and stuff. Like even you when you did your first, I remember, I don't know if that was your first one. That was your first one in October, the networking mixer.
Yeah, that was our first networking mixer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I remember you did the first one, and then back door, then you did another one. Did somebody say, "Dang, they doing another one?" And then you got your boss mom conference, and I'm like, you just really dominating, and I'm so proud of you because you're not stopping. And I feel
Yeah.
like that any woman that just say, "Hey, I'm not stopping," no matter what may come my way, no matter that I got a little, like you say, you got a little 2-year-old, 3-year-old, how old your baby is?
Almost 2.
So a 2-year-old, that's a lot. That is a lot, like trying to raise a 2-year-old. And you're still
Mm-hmm.
doing major things. So, girl, kudos to you. I'm proud of you. You are really
Thank,
dominating and you're not stopping.
thank
I'm
you.
going to go ahead and read some of these comments and then we'll get on with some of the questions. Somebody say, "Hey, Ashley." Say Facebook user, "Hey, y'all." It's both Ashleys. It's the Ashley takeover. So both of the Ashleys going to say, "Hey." Ruth says, "Good evening, courageous women of greatness." Thank you, Ruth. Ruth always supporting. She been logging on everybody's interview. Thank you so much for supporting us. We really love you and we appreciate you, girl. Tammy say, "Hey, Ashley." So she talking about Ashley because she got Ashley with the I. So I'm Ashley with the Y. That's Ashley with the I. Okay. Kedra say, "Ashley, the boss mom."
Yes.
Kedra, the boss. Ashley
Thank
is the
you,
boss mom,
Kendra.
baby. You see, she bossing Kedra. She over there taking care of the baby while she doing an interview. Now that's a boss, okay, baby. I'ma still handle my business and take care of you, little man, okay? I love
Right.
it. Oh, look what Cammy say. She say, "Look, the baby crying now." Multi boss mom. Girl, Ashley is doing it. Ashley is really doing it, and I'm really proud of her. Um, Somebody say, "Hello, ladies." Hey, everybody. Facebook user and do the right tribe. I don't know why I can't see, but whoever said that, yes, you have to put yourself in the right tribe, like the right accountability partners, somebody that's gonna push you, that's gonna, help you just go to the next level, hold you accountable. Um, oh, look, Ashley, somebody said that you were amazing at my event. They reminded me of our mom. She was
Thank
amazing
you.
at your event, reminded me of our mom. Okay, let's say that's amazing to have your mom with you. Okay, Ruth says, "That's right. We can't work with our daughters. We are too sensitive. I cry easy, but I can support and help my children when needed in their success." Yes, Ruth, cousin Ruth, you and my mom is very sensitive. Okay, like I was like, "Look, my mom. Good evening, ladies." Yes, mom, I love you so much. I love you so much, but you are sensitive. I know she can't work with me. uh, Okay, look, somebody say generational wealth, baby. That's what we're building around here. Generational wealth.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Let's somebody say, so true. The tears wasn't for sympathy, it's healing of releasing yourself without allowing fear to attack you emotional. That's what Ruth says. Good. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna get on with these questions. Okay, look, somebody else says, "Oh, your mom was at the event." My sister said, Cammy said her mom was amazing.
Oh yeah, and when you all came, when you spoke, yeah, she was there. She was helping pass out
Oh yeah,
stuff.
your mom was amazing. And then Stephanie says, when God has a plan and a purpose, you would not fail. Yes, ma'am. I love that. I love
Nope.
that.
No.
I love you. You would never fail, baby. When God has a purpose and plan, ain't no devil in hell could stop the plan. Okay, it's
Exactly.
go time. So I love it. I love it, Ashley. So let me get on with so you can get you can tend to the man, girl.
Girl.
um, what is the foundational scripture that you use to? I don't know if I asked this, but what is the foundational scripture that you use to stand on throughout your life?
Mm. See, now I feel like I'm on the spot because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't think I have one.
Which one you use for
That's
your chapter? You
bad.
had one in your chapter.
I know. But I wouldn't say it's anything that I like stand on. And you know what? I'll be honest, like I am a Christian, but I definitely have to fix my relationship with God and get closer. I'm
Girl.
not gonna lie because I'm not the one like
But your life, like I could see you and you already in that direction, like you said. And the moment, like you said, you just start standing on these scriptures and speaking into existence, girl, you already taking off. You know,
yeah,
when you in line with God, it's just like a booster. You're gonna go further. You know, you're
yeah.
gonna surpass people that it probably took years to build and stuff, but you're doing it. So I mean, you already, I thought you was gonna say the scripture that you had in the book, girl. So it's fine.
No, and I'll be honest, like it was just the best fitting that, for the book, but I don't really have one. That's
But
bad.
yeah, but I
Hold
just,
on.
just being around you, your character, you so humble. You are
Thank you.
so humble, and like I just love, your faith. You got faith. You really
Hmm.
do have faith because you're doing things when it don't even make sense. And I
Yeah.
see you just dominating your industry, like especially your generation. Like you gonna just take it to another level. It's like everywhere you go, you're glowing.
Yeah.
Like I just seen when I was at your event. I just seen how you was just glowing and just taking off and just handling like you been doing this, and that was just your second one. Well,
Yeah.
that was your third one from the boss mom first one, but you doing it and you got to keep doing it and stuff. And you on the right path and stuff like that. You got that scripture in you, girl. It's so many you can't even think of
I
it.
know.
Okay.
Right. We're gonna go to that. No, it's like,
It's,
but no,
yes.
that's true. That, and now that you say that, because I was just telling my boyfriend this morning, I said, you know what, I need to fix my relationship with God because I feel like I'm not I'm not doing what I need to be doing.
And nobody perfect, Ashley. Nobody is
Yeah.
perfect. If somebody could sit here and say that they are perfect in their line, nobody is perfect. We all fall short. We all gonna hit roadblocks. We're all gonna hit obstacles, and it's gonna be times that we feel like. I remember this one point in my life, like I normally would pray for a situation, but I felt like I had got so overwhelming. I stopped praying for situation, and I know what was rooted inside of me, and I had to go back, like you said, and I had to go back and say, "Hey, let me fix my life back with God." Because I don't
Hmm.
like this where I'm going, and I know I could go further if I stay rooted in my word and
Right.
stuff like that. So, like I say, we all fall short. We all literally fall short. So nobody's perfect. You fall, you get back up, and you just keep pushing. So
Yes.
I love it. And like I said, you doing it, you shining, you glowing, you elevating, you growing, and you just keep on. And whenever you ready,
Yeah.
okay. Girl, yes. So, this is one of the other things that I want to ask you too. What is a create step that you want to share with the audience? Someone probably ready to give up and throw in the towel, but what did you do to stay the course? Like, what is a found? I mean, what is a create step? In the back of the chapter, how I made everybody do a step. Like one of my steps was that I did fast. I did a lot of fast and stuff. So when I did my fasting and everything, it helped me. It helped me whenever I encounter something. It helped me
Right.
stay the course. It helped me grow. God would speak to me do a fast. And I also did a vision board. So what
Hmm.
was one of the things that you did a create step?
Accepting my imperfections.
Okay.
Um, Ultimately, when I think about why I didn't have the confidence, I would pick at myself. Physical attributes. I would say, "Oh, that's ugly," and or ultimately just nitpicking at the quote unquote imperfections, even though no one is perfect. But when you start, looking at everything that you have and you look at other people, or feel like you should be at a certain place in your life, or whatever the situation is, I just had to learn to accept who I am, where I am in life. And those were the things that I would look at as the perfection points that I needed to meet. And so I just had to learn how to accept them so that I can embrace them and move forward. And so, like, it's interesting that you said, you wouldn't even be able to tell that I lack confidence because of everything I'm doing now. I had to work my way up to even do these things, because 2 years ago, probably would have never did any of this. I never would have reached out to you, taking that chance, because you could say no, you know what I mean? But I would get so caught up in my head, like, you know what, you don't even need to do it because you probably ain't gonna be that good at it anyway. She's probably gonna say no, and then I just leave it alone, But instead, now that I've changed my mindset and I've changed the way I feel about myself, I'm gonna put myself out there. And if it's supposed to be for me, then it'll be for me. If not, move on to the next thing. But just learning how to accept the things that I would down myself about, and then flip them and embrace them and just keep, striding forward. So accept those imperfections no matter what they are, because I know we all got different ones. Some may be similar or the same, but learn how to accept them so that you can embrace them and just walk in the confident person, or, female, male that you are.
I love it, girl. I love it because that's the same thing that I felt like I was battling with at one time, accepting. Like I was always afraid of rejection. And like you said, I was afraid of rejection, which I felt like it hindered me. Like I would be afraid to, let me reach out to this person, let me connect with this person. They might just act funny or they might do this. But then that's when I had to, like you say, accept who I really was.
Yeah.
I told somebody too, like, girl, I remember when I first started speaking. I first started speaking and I spoke on stage. I was in Les Brown's coaching program. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember my mom and my sister came with me in New York. And I remember I was preparing to speak. And I was speaking, and my little nephew was like, Nanny, you sound fake. Because I was over here trying to like talk proper and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And he was just like, be you. You don't sound like it. But I was so afraid of rejection. I'm from the South, we country. People always say they can't understand what I'm saying or whatever. So I was like really afraid of being accepted and being, like you said, like I was afraid of rejection. And I remember like I just prayed and I went out there, I just got on that stage and I was me. And
Yeah.
by me being me, everything authentically came out of me. And that's what moved everyone. That's what moved the crowd. That's what moved and caused me to elevate and just go to other levels and connect with so many other people because I was me. But if I
Right.
would have went up there fake, like my nephew said, I feel like I would still be stuck because I wasn't authentically me. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to get over that too. Rejection will really, just fearful of rejection will really hold us back. And
Yeah.
I love that. I'm glad that you brought up that point because, baby, they couldn't tell me nothing. I was like, I don't care how I'm gonna talk. This is how I talk. I'm gonna get this message out. Y'all gonna hear. Y'all gonna be impacted, empowered, and y'all gonna be ready to go. Okay. So
Right.
look, you just gotta be who you are. So like I love that, and I'm glad that you accepted who you are and you overcoming rejection because I would have never met you. I would have
Right.
never met you. Like you said, you are such a sweetheart, and I am so glad to be connected to you.
Thank
So,
you.
do you have any last remarks, any encouraging words that you want to tell somebody that is listening that's saying, "Hey, I'm ready to start my own hairline. Oh, I'm ready to start my own." You have the adventures, Ashley's Adventures. You have, your own podcast. You have a lot of stuff. You're doing the Boss Mom events and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What is because a lot of people I know want to start doing events, or they're about to start doing events. Like I know some people that are in the making of starting their own events. So what can you leave in encouraging words to tell somebody that's listening based on everything that you encountered and you continue to keep going?
Be risky.
Hmm.
Um, beyond accepting, your imperfections and who you are. Be risky because you'll never know what can come out on the other side if you don't even take the chance. A lot of times we try to think too far in advance. We at point A already trying to think about point Z, and we put these things in our mind like, oh dang, it's probably gonna come out like this. Like if you are somebody that wants to do events, you might say, oh, it ain't nobody gonna show up, or you're fearful of pretty much the outcome of it, and then you end up not doing it because now you've thought too much into it. Like, just be risky and go for it and see what happens. Maybe it may not meet your expectations. Maybe it will, but you'll never know if you don't do it, right? And that's kind of how, like, even with my summit that I just had, like, I did set expectations because I had a goal, and I ended up meeting it, but I was stressed out the entire time. But like, all Ashley would have been like, girl, don't even do this event. Like, ain't nobody gonna show up. It ain't gonna be what you want it to be. And this time, even though I still had fear, because fear is an emotion that everybody goes through. So it's not to say that you lack confidence because you fear something happening. Like, no, that's a normal feeling. So embrace that, but don't let it stop you, because it's what you do with that fear. If you're gonna let it stop you, then at that point it's just like, okay, we got some work to do. But if you're able to press through that fear and that doubt and just go for it and take that risk, like, you are going to go places, because that's how I feel now. I'm like, girl, you should have been confident like this a long time ago. You would be, I don't know, maybe if that's what God had for me, but I'm just happy to be in this space now and just seeing how things are unfolding for me, because I feel like once I started just betting on myself and going with everything from my job, I was able to get promoted at work. I'm doing things with the boss mom and it's working out and I'm getting good feedback. It's like everything, doors just starting to open left and right. So be risky, y'all.
Girl, oh my God, I love that. I'm over here. I'm like, girl, that one is a good thing to close. That is a good word to close out this podcast. Be risky. Be willing to just take a risk. Like you said, I love that. That's major right there, because a lot of people don't want to take a risk. Like you said, they want to know A, B, C, D, E. Like
Right.
you, I'm like, I'm just going. If I fall, I'm gonna get right back up, because God said He would never
Exactly.
leave off forsaking me. And a lot of times, people are afraid to fall. They
Yeah.
are afraid to do new things. They are afraid to fail. They are afraid to find out, what is this gonna happen. They start overthinking, and a lot of times when we start overthinking, we already missed the blessing. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna say it throughout the whole night. While you waiting, somebody else is creating. Okay.
That
So
part.
if you keep waiting because you are afraid to take a risk, the same thing that you've been sitting on, that you've been wanting to release in the atmosphere, somebody else is already doing it. And you'll just see they like take off, and you'll be like, I was supposed to do that.
Right.
God said, you can't do it, He'll get somebody else to do it. So if He has given, if somebody that's tuned in, if He has given you an assignment, if He has given you an idea or something just to do, this is your time to do it.
Yeah.
Like Ashley say, be risky. Just step out on faith. We gotta live. A life is too short. So much is happening. Are you gonna just keep waiting and keep waiting? You know what I'm saying? This is the time to build a legacy. This is the
Right.
time to build generational wealth. This is the time to walk in the greatest version of your life. This is
Right.
the time to shine. Okay. So I love that. Be risky. That girl, you're gonna have me. Okay, y'all, be risky. You know what I'm saying? Girl, go with it. Be risky. Do you. Don't care if you got support or not. This is your time to shine. So, Ashley, I really did enjoy having you on Brunching with Ashlei Key. I'm so excited, like I said, to have you a part of Creative for Greatness, Babes and Boost Edition. I'm also excited to have you a part of our upcoming event in Houston, Texas, baby. We're going to have a blast with Mayetta, Letitia, and Drew. So if y'all not coming, y'all going to miss out on a lot, because y'all, I got some secrets, some things that we're going to be having and doing that only the people that's in the building going to know. What I say, this is going to be none other event like my other ones. This one right here is exclusive. This is a limited edition, okay?
Can't wait.
Limited edition. So thank you so much for being a part of my vision. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for saying yes. And thank you so much for walking in your purpose. Like, I'm proud of you, girl. Keep dominating, keep being that boss mom, and just keep elevating it because you are doing it. Okay.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
thank you again. And y'all, we're gonna have our last interview at 8 o'clock with Sade, Miss Bates. Y'all, the party bus queen, the bottle girl. I call her the bottle girl. Okay. That's the her yin yang and her other the other yang. She gonna be here too. She gonna be tuning in. Jennifer. That's my two girls. But anyways, y'all stay tuned for our last interview for tonight. It's gonna be at 8 o'clock. We just want to thank Ashley again for tuning in. And girl, I can't wait for the book launch. So y'all make sure y'all get her book when she's